Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back into another edition of Key Time Sports. It's Key Time coming back to talk about my reaction from Super Bowl 59 that transpired last night. There is a lot to get into this game. Everybody on paper, this was supposed to be a matchup, and once it got on the field, it was a mismatch. It really was because the first drive of the game, the Chiefs, well, excuse me, not the Chiefs, but the Eagles get the ball, pretty much played their style of play, had the ball for about 7 plays and then punted. Then the Chiefs get the ball. Then a quick three and out, they punted. And then the Eagles got the ball back and then they went down, excuse me, they went down and scored a touchdown. And then after that, the Chiefs got the ball back, another three and out again. And after those first two possessions with the Chiefs, I knew that it was going to be a tough night for them because this was basically showing shades of the Super Bowl that the Chiefs and the Buccaneers were in, where the Chiefs, the first and second play of their first two drives, they couldn't get any yards, and that's exactly what happened last night. They couldn't get any yards on first or second down, third down in long situations. Chiefs, they are not good at third and plus 10 situations. So now, when we look at it, then I'm about to get into the second quarter. After the first quarter, they were down 7-0. I and like a few other people that I was watching the game with, I said that the Chiefs, they have got to score a touchdown. If they go into halftime without scoring a touchdown, that might be all she wrote. And then here it is, you have the turnovers, you have the interceptions. Jalen Hurts threw an interception, but it did it but the Chiefs didn't score off of it. Chiefs, they had two interceptions and they scored immediately off of it. So when you look, you see Jalen Hurts 17 of 22, 221 yards, two touchdowns, one interception. Patrick Mahomes 21 of 32, 257 yards, three touchdowns, two interceptions, and those two interceptions proved costly. If the Chiefs do not turn the ball over last night, there is a possibility where we might be looking at a different outcome. We might be looking at a different outcome last night. And then you see where the Philadelphia rushing attack, they cracked over 100 yards. The Chiefs, they didn't even hit 50 yards. And then you see the Chiefs wide receiver core. Xavier Worthy, he had a good night. Travis Kelce, he didn't have the type of night that we all were expecting. And plus, as far as the Kansas City Chiefs defense as a whole, it was a pretty tough night for them last night. I don't know if people saw this, but in the third quarter, you can look at the sideline and see Steve Spagnuolo. He had that look of dejection on his face, like he didn't know what to call. The best plays that he called, I mean, Jalen Hurts, he was just he was just picking his spots to throw the ball to AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goddard, Jahad Dotson, and even the running back, even Saquon Barkley, he came out of the backfield and had a couple of passes. So all in all, what the Chiefs see, this is what happens with the Chiefs. This happened in Super Bowl 55 with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and this also happened last night. Last night, the offensive line, they were not able to hold up. That is where the Chiefs they hurt themselves in the Super Bowl. In the two Super Bowl last night, the Super Bowl 55 that they lost to Tampa, and last night they lost that because of turnovers, third down inefficiency, and bad play on the defensive side. Now remember, against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they didn't have a chance against the Buccaneers because it was 31-9 the final score was. This game, it was 27 nothing at one well, excuse me. It was 34 nothing at one point. And then all of a sudden, the Chiefs in the fourth quarter, they started putting drives together, but it was too little, too late. And I can say that congratulations to Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley, and the entire Eagles organization on getting their second Super Bowl trophy in franchise history. Now, we are about to head into the offseason, and this is the time where all teams can start from scratch. Last night means nothing no more. It's on to the 2025 season. So now, what do the Chiefs and the Eagles need to get the well to keep this afloat and keep this momentum going into 2025? What the Chiefs need, they need a true number one wide receiver. They do because I mean you see DeAndre Hopkins, yeah, he's okay. Juju Smith Schuster, you really don't want him as your number one receiver. Hollywood Brown, he's a gadget guy. Xavier Worthy, he's also a gadget guy. Travis Kelsey, he's coming back. Isaiah Pacheco is coming back, but he's a running back. Noah Gray, Samaje Perine. Samaje Perine might not be coming back. He might not be coming back. So, and you see the Kansas City Chiefs defense, it was they had a tough time stopping the Eagles last night. The Eagles were like a runaway train, especially on those post routes and underground routes and those corner routes. They were. It seems like that the tight ends for the Eagles and wide receivers for the Eagles, they would be 10, 15 yards down the field before a Chief even touched them first. So, when we look at this, was this really a matchup on paper? Yes, it was. I just believe that the Chiefs, they ran into a better team this particular day. On this particular day, because when you see third down efficiency for both teams, it was pretty much the same. 3 of 11 on third down for the Kansas City Chiefs, 3 of 12 on third down for the Philadelphia Eagles. So, what happened when it comes to, because third down efficiency was exactly the same. Total plays, you have 70 plays for the Eagles, and then you have 49 plays for the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, play disparity was one thing. The explosive plays that the Eagles got in those 70 plays was a lot. I would say 13, 13 to about 15 of the Eagles' plays that were called were explosive plays. The one to A.J. Brown early in the game, the one to Devontae Smith in the third quarter, the one to A.J. Brown late in the third quarter, and also the defense. Cooper DeJean, Cooper De, Cooper Cooper DeJean, he had the interception that pretty much turned the game on his head. And I get Patrick Mahomes, he did not see Cooper DeJean he did not see Cooper DeJean reading his eyes. But we all know how Patrick Mahomes likes to extend plays. He saw DeAndre Hopkins. He threw it. Cooper DeJean took it back to the house for a interception and a pick six. So now the Eagles, for this case, where can they go? I believe the Eagles, we know with Howie Roseman and Jeffrey Lurie, they are going to build on this team. There's always room for improvement. No matter what team you're on, there's always room for improvement. But I got to give credit to Howie Roseman because 2 years ago, Eagles made it to the Super Bowl. Last year, they they fell flat on their face at the end of the season. Earlier this season, after the first month, it seems like that it was just going to be an average season for them. And then once we got to Thanksgiving, Christmas, and after the new year, everything started to just go in their momentum. Kansas City, there is a lot as far as there's a lot that is on the surface now that everybody was basically ignoring. Defense concern, the cornerbacks. You need more cornerbacks in the backfield if you are the Chiefs. You need more you need more defensive players if you are the Chiefs because injuries last night were pretty much the determining factor of this game. Not saying that if no third down and third down and turnovers were the determining factor of this game because without those three turnovers, I'm not sure that the Eagles put up 40 points without those three turnovers. And if the Chiefs started off quickly in the first half, like they said that they wanted to do, this would have been an entirely different game. So now we get to the MVP. MVP of Super Bowl 59 was Jalen Hurts. So now, and as far as now, the odds for the next Super Bowl, Super Bowl 60, the Eagles have the best odds at making the Super Bowl in Super Bowl 60. Can they go for a repeat? It remains to be seen. So, this is the very last reaction show for the 2024-25 NFL season. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, click the notification bell to get notified of all of my reaction videos, shows, and other content. I will be talking about basketball a whole lot more now that the NFL season has come to a close. Please like, share, and follow Key City Sports on Instagram. We are on Instagram now. Congratulations to all the Philadelphia Eagles fans, and congratulations to the Chiefs on a great season. Congratulations on making it to the Super Bowl. First team in NFL history to make it to the Super Bowl after winning back-to-back Super Bowls and trying to go for a three-peat. But the Eagles, Jeffrey Lurie, Howie Roseman, Jalen Hurts, Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown, all of those guys on the Philadelphia Eagles, they have earned this opportunity and they seized this opportunity on winning this championship. So now the Eagles have 2 Super Bowl trophies in their franchise history. The Chiefs remain with 4. So that is all I have left. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, click the notification bell to get notified of all of my reaction videos, shows, and other content. Please follow Key City Sports on Instagram. And remember one last thing, the key is always on time.